next week. I think keep it moving. Next act on now. Keep it moving, keep the pace going. Do you want to see you next time, yeah? Please all give us the wonderful, fantastic. So first up here is Marion Janner, everyone. Here she comes.
Thank you. Is it the hello? No? On. Oh, I was wondering if it's impolite to start an act with a mouthful of chocolate. I really was caught off guard by the whole thing. But anyway, hi. I'm sort of still in post-celebration mode. I recently celebrated my 200th session with my psychiatrist. Thank you. And it would be quite wrong and really unjustified to regard me as in any way sane. No, absolutely not in any way. And have a lot of therapy, keep it going. And I'm just wondering whether anyone here is also in therapy. And good for you, thank you. Actually, very brave of you, because there's a statistical chance you may not be the only person here, but it's a bit like asking, so, anyone here got chlamydia? Hands right up, you've got chlamydia. Oh, thank you. There's at least one person here with chlamydia, or indeed to ask, hands right up if you voted Tory. Anyway, there's been that recent phenomenon, you might have noticed, that Derek Draper, former Labour politician, became a psychotherapist of all strange things. And it got me thinking about this whole thing about politicians turned therapists, or poachers turned gatekeepers, or wankers turned nosy parkers. And supposing you had an ex-politician as your therapist. A quick aside, my dentist used to be a rabbi. How strange is that? And he was a very, very bad dentist, and I suppose he was an even worse rabbi. But anyway, it's not the point. The point was, politicians as therapists, and you can sort of, it doesn't take much of a stretch from the imagination to think, you're sitting there and you're sort of, ask a pretty straightforward question like, so do you think I ought to sort of reduce my reliance on heroin? Straight question. And he smiles and he goes, that's a really great question. Thank you for asking me that question. And he goes into today program mode, the whole thing about the children are our future, and if it wasn't for this government and the coalition and so on, and he's off on his own track, and it's more canvassing than counselling really. So just wouldn't be good. And similarly, the phone, he'd be on the phone and he'd be tweeting all the time, and you'd be praying he wasn't tweeting about you, because, you're quite vulnerable in therapy and, personal stuff. And, he's, like all politicians, a bit of a sort of publicity slut, and, and did, write in a recent article, hasn't completely got to grips with the confidentiality, so he then talked about, a patient whose name I can't mention, but let's just call her Marion Janner, a little pseudonym, and so on, and then went on to talk about my, elaborate mental illness. So that would be good. Also, what might be more interesting, more exciting, is if therapists started moonlighting, and they wanted to, get a bit of extra income. And I was thinking it would be, given the sort of need for most of us to be sectioned after we listen to those fucking recorded answering messages, all the options, the 59 options and so on. So actually having a therapist is not recording those messages is not a bad idea. But it might be crap in practice, because it probably goes something like this. So you're in, say, Bermuda, and you want to go and get your suntan lotion and your cocktails and everything, but they put the card into the machine and the fucking thing eats it. So, with the remaining 5, cents or whatever you've got left, you ring the bank in England, and you get the first message. Hello, thank you for ringing. You have many options available to you now, and it really is entirely up to you about which of these 54 you go for. And I want fucking get on with it. And then you go, 10 count, no, fucking come on. And they go, you have chosen technical support. There is no shame in this. It is not a sign of inadequacy or weakness that you require technical help. And finally, and you're just about to... And then the final message to them is, Oh, I'd just like to reflect back what you've said. As I understand it, you've just asked me to go and have sexual intercourse with myself.
Hey!